Thank you, Matusz. Good afternoon to everybody. I'm Antonio Nasuto. I'm the director of the Digital Sales Center of IBM here in Bratislava. And I will only take very few seconds from the core of the presentation just to introduce you why we are doing this. So first of all, what is IBM? You know IBM as a brand, but what is our core mission right now? We are really the partner to implement hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence solutions for the enterprises. And within this mission, what is digital sales? So our team, we are the end-to-end client digital experience to buy those solutions. Why we are doing this in digital? Well, it's clear that the enterprise IT buying behaviors have shifted from face-to-face to digital. All the buyers now explore digitally what are the products that are available and what they do and how they help their business. So what we do is to make sure that they see the value that our solution bring to them, and then we can explain more how to help them. This is what we do digitally and end to end. We have 5 missions here in Bratislava. One is software sales, one is the server and storage sales, which you will see more details once Alexei will start presenting. We have the maintenance of both IBM equipment and non-IBM equipment. We sell software subscription and annuity, and we also have a digitization team who is responsible to make, let's say, life for clients and for IBMers easier in a digital way, so we can increase our interaction. Let me close with the most important thing. We do this through people, and that's why we are here today, because we are looking for the best talents in the market to offer them the greatest career opportunity. You will learn more about systems, so storage and servers, and we have also other jobs. So don't forget to visit our talent acquisition pages, and don't hesitate to ask for questions. That's it. I turn to Alexei for the most exciting part of the day, and I'm here for questions anytime you want. Thank you. Alexei, to you.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome here. First of all, let me say Antonio did a well introduction about the digital sales department. And as you can see, we have a lot of missions, and it's growing for last years. I want to go deeply into my mission. I'm leading the digital sales systems squad. And when we say systems in IBM, it means servers and storage, plus some software for backup, virtualization, etc. Yeah. So let me share. I prepared for you a couple of slides. So first of all, I want to tell you a little bit how IBM and digital sales looking at us as sellers and what type of roles we have in the company. So not to spend a lot of time on inbound role. It is where we have some marketing leads or we have some events ongoing and we receive some inbound lead or client interest. Those people should transform this to opportunity. This is one type of the sales job you can have now in digital sales. The second, which I will be talking a little bit more, and it is relevant to the role that I'm now promoting in the system squad, it is outbound sales role. What it mean? It means that this role should have the real sales job in terms of the covering territory, in terms of the setup of the products we sell. It is again about or servers, and we have power servers or storage. Yeah. And this role is very important to mention. It is from the perspective of a client. or it can be existing client of IBM, or it can be new client of IBM, to the closure of opportunity with the help of our business partners. Because in systems, we sell all the products with our business partners. Yeah. So what else I want to tell on this slide, that first of all, it's not old school IBM like I joined it 16 years ago. I had only the phone and I have only the email, and we work for this. Now it's incredible set of tools, digital tools that we used. And one of the tools you all know very well, it's LinkedIn. Each of us have the premium license to have opportunity to have emails for the clients. And I encourage you to read after this conversation about it. Yeah, how you can leverage, communicate with the clients with using of LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, and other stuff. It's always will be advantage in digital sales for every role we discuss. Again, to repeat, we have couple of missions. It's different, but the usage of the modern digital tools and your kind of social profile, how you can present during video conferences, virtual events, it's very important. Yeah. Plus, what I want to mention, we have a good understanding about our clients. So we have the access to the install base of the various of the solution IBM implemented. Plus, we know where to get the market potential, the clients that never dealt with IBM, but we as sellers should be door opening with these clients and to discuss with them the collaboration together, their projects about infrastructure. So I move on to the slide which describes digital sales power role. We have three open positions now within the center. It is for Polish, Romanian, and Hungarian speakers. So those roles will cover those countries, Poland, Romania, and Hungary. Apparently, you can read the slide, and what I'm telling, it's applicable for the storage role. I mean, the difference is that it's different solution that we offer, yeah. And focus in the power role is to sell IBM servers, and for storage role, it's focus on storage, yeah. Now in IBM, it's very important to be specialized, to be focused on concrete brand, to have concrete expertise, and develop ourselves as a deep specialist for these particular solutions. Yeah. So let's have a look on the digital sales power role, what we expect from the candidate, and what is good to have, what is the benefits for the candidate for this role, etc. Yeah. So first of all, responsibilities, what the person should do. So as we work in sales, so the main task is to sell IBM Power portfolio. So we sell servers, and if you're not having the servers background, you can check what is going on in the market. And basically, IBM, coming back to the history, IBM had in the portfolio Intel-based servers, and we sold it to Lenovo a couple of years ago. And now we have the servers based on Power technology, and we have mainframes. This is other story. I will not go deeply to it. But the thing and difference between storage and power role, that the power role is more focused on specific tasks. And on this, in this role, it's very important to have the IT market expertise. What I mean by this, yeah? I mean that the candidate should understand what the Oracle databases means, what other databases exist in the market, what other workloads can be done with the help of the servers. Because if you think about the server like a normal computer, personal computer, it's having much more chances that if will be dead tomorrow, broken, the business will not stop. But meanwhile, it is a lot about the workload which can be done on this concrete server. And that's why for power, it's very important to understand the landscape of the companies and ecosystem of those who playing in this market. And I will tell you very pragmatically, it's not the millions of the workload you can do on the Intel-based server. It's more about Oracle, about SAP, especially SAP HANA. If you want, you can Google more about it or ask me after. And we have some tasks comparing to the containers, hybrid cloud, etc. And here I need to make a comment that anyway, when we talk about the systems, it's part of the hybrid cloud story. Yeah, so we always need to understand what are the other players in the market, to whom IBM compete, to whom IBM partnering with. Yeah, it's very important. So I would say that for this role, we need people with selling experience and experience in IT business. Yeah, ideally with some knowledge of the servers, our competitors, IBM itself, etc. Yeah. So what else I want to mention here? Apart from the expertise, and for sure we know the people who learning fast, and we can catch something that candidates don't know together. I think IBM investing a lot of the time into education. Yeah. So we have also good team spirit that those who are advanced and experienced help to the newcomers, etc. Yeah. Apart from this, I would say that for this role, as it is fully sales job, we expect that the person have a good communication skill, negotiation skill, and for sure presentation skill. Yeah, like this event we're doing now, we expect from our people also to drive the video presentations with the clients, and it might be not technical. Yeah, you might know the key advantages and the story about power. And if you need the technical, you can have the help of the technical reps. We're working closely together. This is another thing I want to mention. So systems have amazing spirit of collaboration within the division inside IBM. And we always having hand in hand the people who knows the technical part well. And this is kind of the main task. So you've got the client interest developed to opportunity. And then it might be more progression types of activities were very important to build a good connection inside and outside IBM. Inside IBM with the counterparts who will be helping in the POC, it's like proof of concept, or demo, or to build some business case for the client. And externally, it will be clients and business partners, or some kind of alliances which we might have with other vendors or other companies. It's very crucial here to develop and to have developed networking within IT market, and it is definitely will help. Yeah. So coming back also how we're doing it right now. Yeah, we use digital tools that I already mentioned. Plus, we have some very good resources that I put to the final slide, some resources that you can click and read a little bit more about the power servers. And you also can see the virtual tour. And we want our sellers to be more interactive. Instead of just, showing PowerPoint, to show really the interface of the software we use, to show how we can create something in real life, to make this live demo. Yeah. And in this case, I think IBM is amazing place to work, because we have very strong connections within the mature markets like US, like Japan. So we have a big and advanced laboratory in Montpellier, France. Yeah. And the people from there ready to come for our request and help us to share the best knowledge of the best practices, to show the working technology, and etc. Yeah, and a lot of these things nowadays we can do digitally without the physical interaction, without face-to-face meetings. So that's the main task, is to sell digitally, to sell remotely, and to develop the client relationship remotely. Yeah, and now more and more companies shifting to this direction. Yeah. What else to add? I would say from my side, like I started as a seller in IBM, and it was more kind of what we call now inbound, but we also always have a lot of cold calls, etc. So I would say for any of the job for outbound role we now discuss, the profile of the candidate should be, first of all, we don't have shy sellers. So the people should love to communicate with the clients, should like to present themselves, to expose, to go deeper into the challenges within the client, like to understand why they need this particular hardware, server, piece of software. What are the pains and business needs of the client we need to accomplish and make together effective technology for achieving some business results. So this is very important, to put yourself in the client's shoes, to be with the client till the end, till the end of the deal and after, and develop together with client. This is very important, and this also makes the seller's expertise and knowledge of the particular industries within those clients we're covering together. So that's very important. So from my side, this is the slide where you can go to the links in the generic description, what are the power servers are. Also, it's a bit specific tasks. I already mentioned it's SAP HANA, it's Oracle, it's some success stories from our clients and partners. Plus, I added here the link to the virtual tool. So for me, it's always great to touch what I sell. So you can see the 3D models of our servers, to see what is inside, how it looks like. Then you're not just theoretically ready, but you know practically what we sell and how we do it. And then I added, for those who want to go deeper, I added the Red Books page of IBM, where is a lot of technical details. So if you want to touch more the technical view on the servers, that's the right link to go and to discover. So I think from my side, that's it. And if you have any questions, let's do the question session. And I'm happy for those who don't ask everything or can't ask because they watch the streaming, to continue with you the discussion in LinkedIn or any other way you can contact me.
Thank you very much, Alex. We got some questions. I will go one by one and read it for you, and hopefully we will get some answers. Maybe you already mentioned something, but it wouldn't be bad if you mention one more time. Okay, first one questions is if sales is done through the IBM business partners, or is it direct sales?
So the answer to these questions in systems, as we started and Antonio mentioned, we have a couple of the missions. Exactly in my mission, which is systems, we've done 100% of sellers via the business partners. To go deeper and short, not to spend a lot of time on that, we have distributors who selling to business partners, and then they selling to the end users. But what's important to say that from the opportunity identification, from the first contact with the client, we should drive the deal ourselves. So we work directly with the clients, but the final decision and offer decision will come from this client, but the final offer will go through the business partner.
Okay, thank you very much. Another one.
Marcus, you're muted, so unmute yourself.
Very good point. Never-ending story on this WebEx. Okay, another one question. I think it will be more for me. If we are also looking for German speakers, yes, we do. I posted the link in the comment section on the YouTube, so you can find it there. Another one for Alex. Can you please try to specify the best possible work background of an ideal candidate for digital sales position? So what would be the ideal candidate for you?
It's a good question, but I think we have here, like every company, we want the person as much as possible ready to do the business from now. So this means that the person should have sales experience and, as I mentioned, experience in IT business. Because for the learning curve, it will take time. And where in sales organization, we have quotas, we have responsibilities. So the ideal candidate is the candidate that can start tomorrow and start selling IBM Power or storage, depends on the role we discuss.
See another one. Is remote job possible while living in Poland? Unfortunately, it is not. You have to relocate to Slovakia. Right now, we are allowing the remote work. We are in some kind of remote hybrid model. Am I right, Alex?
Exactly. I want to say that the strategy of digital sales is very clear. The digital sales remains in the center. Yeah, in Bratislava, we built a very nice center for Central Eastern Europe. We have very close connection and daily work with the other centers in EMEA region. It's Cairo and Dublin. Yeah, and the working from the country is impossible because it's now in Bratislava, and we will put the sales force here.
Okay, good. Another one. What are some essential benefits of working for IBM? Okay, I think I can share one slide for this. Hopefully you can see it. We have many benefits in IBM regarding the health of the employee, etc. I will share this link also afterwards. You can find it also in our career webpage under all of our positions. So when you click on some of our positions, it is for sure there. You can check it there. And the question also asks Alex, what are the main benefits of working for digital sales in IBM?
Okay, Matthias,
So-
can I take this?
Yes, sure.
Can
Yeah,
I take
Antonio,
this a little bit? So, a couple of things about working for IBM. First, as we said, we are the real partners for the hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence for the enterprises. And the perspective of the career when you join IBM is immense. You have the possibility to develop your career starting in a junior or in an advisory role in digital, and then develop it. And we are a global organization, so we are not only in Bratislava. We have a center in Dublin and in Cairo. If you just look at Europe, let's say EMEA region, but then we have big centers in the States and so on. And we work like a single organization. This means that you cooperate, literally cooperate daily with people around the globe, and you learn from each other. You can really influence the way we do business. So this is not a shop of people working on their own. That's why we allow, of course, some remote working, but our power here is to work together as a team and what we call squads. I mentioned in the beginning the end-to-end sales motion, meaning that someone is taking leads from the internet, from the marketing, and then we develop those leads. So for both IBM and digital sales, I think that the best benefit is the career opportunity that we offer you in the long term. When you join, you perform, and then you move on in your career, and there are tons of possibility, even not moving from Slovakia, moving into other teams, or increasing your role, like becoming up to senior role in sales. Not secondary is the earning opportunity. So in the sales job, we have a very good remuneration, and you have very good opportunity to earn much more than your base salary. This is well explained in our sales plan and so on. So overall, just to summarize, I think that the career opportunity is your best benefit to look at in the long term.
Maybe to add to Antonio, I would say about myself, my team as well. Yeah, it's not about only digital sales. It's about IBM itself. The company always top of the innovation. Yeah, you always think big and you always trying to achieve some kind of the horizons outside of the daily routine. What I mean, like those what Antonio started, AI and cloud is key trends on the market. Yeah, we're part of this, and you always, as I mentioned, learn something new, and learning something new make you more powerful, more knowledgeable, and life is more interesting with that. Yeah, so I would say this is why we like to be here.
Okay, thanks. We have two more questions. One is very interesting. Where do you get your business leads from?
So as I started from the first slide, we have ongoing marketing working, which is digital marketing and normal marketing. Now it's hard to split in the new normal after COVID. But I would say, if to explain, we have some kind of something that can be downloaded as a resource. For example, some PDF about the SAP HANA on Power, how the company will increase the revenue with that. And this will come as a lead to the inbound team. Yeah, this is one example of the leads. Another example that we expect sellers to drive personal events, like for example we do now for you, the same to drive the virtual event, discussing, making round tables about the technology, about power, storage, etc. And it's a big kind of hard work from the sellers together with the marketing in support. And basically from there, those people who will come there to visit us, it will be also kind of the leads for us, yeah, that we can develop to opportunities. Plus, for sure, as I mentioned, networking and your ability to reach for the existing and new clients. This is the way how we start discussions meaningful with the clients and then develop it to the business opportunities.
Sorry, I was not streaming my voice. So we have last two questions. One is how is the salary split regarding the fixed part and the variable?
It's a good question, but I prefer to discuss it with the respondent after. If you're interested in the role, we go to these details, because in IBM we have several plans. We have 70 to 30, we have 55 to 45 split, but it will be useless to discuss it in such generic way. We need to explain what it means, what are the KPIs, and it will be another round of half an hour conversation.
Okay, there is also a second part of this question. How big is the team?
So for systems, we have about 15 people in Bratislava.
Okay.
Let me look at that as a wider perspective. So we are around 100 people here in Bratislava. We are something like 800 people in Europe, and we are thousands in the world. And as I said before, the power of this team is the connection that you have with really thousands and thousands of colleagues in digital, and the strong connection with the business partners and with the brand sellers that are also in the countries, because this is the way we work. We work really hand in hand with our ecosystem and business partners. So this is let's say the connection that you have is really with tens of thousands of people working for the same goal. So the team is very, very wide.
Thank you for
very
more
much.
global perspective, Antonio. It makes sense.
And the last question for today: what are the main points of the post-deal customer relationship? Andre is referring to what happens after making the sale.
Look, I will answer it as I am a seller. We are in the company which is focused on long-term relationship. IBM more than 100 years in the market. Yeah. first of all. So when the sales happened, if you're a good seller, you will make a good connection with the client. You will always be in a good relationship with the client. And you can't do it just being a nice guy. It's not about it only. Yeah, you should be the nice girl or guy, but at the end, you need to help client to achieve the client goals. Yeah, not just to sell the hardware, as I mentioned already at the beginning, but really to live with the clients by the client projects, to understand why, what is the motivation, what it gives to the company, to the client, I mean, yeah. And then it is kind of continue to collaborate with the clients after the sales, done. And then those clients will come back to you. And this is your, part of your strong CV. Which clients which clients can have a good feedback about you, who worked with you, who suffer with you, who've done the projects with you together. So in sales, you you live the life with the client. And this is amazing, by the way. You learn a lot from it. Yeah, just to say thank you very much to being with us. I hope you will now know more about the digital sales, about systems, and I encourage you to go through my last slide. We will share the presentation, and to go to check about the IBM systems and hardware, and come back to us in case of any questions.
Okay,
So
thank you
have a
very
great
much.
day.
I just find out I didn't have the microphone, so feel free to rank our event. I'm going to put the link in the comment section, and thank you very much, and have a nice rest of the day.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye bye.